Hey there, friends. I'd like to talk with you about these pumpkins I have here. I've got two pumpkins here, and I'd like to spend a little bit of time talking about the similarities and the differences of these pumpkins. Similarities? A similarity is how things are the same. Differences are how they're different. Okay? As you can tell by looking at these two pumpkins, there's a lot that's the same and a lot that's different. Okay? One of the ways that we can, excuse me, one of the ways that we can keep track of our thoughts when we're talking about similarities and differences of some things is what's called a Venn diagram. This back here is a Venn diagram. You see how there's two circles? There's a circle there and a circle there. Well, each of those circles represents one of the things, okay? So I'm going to label them. This circle here can be for this pumpkin. We'll call this pumpkin 1. Pumpkin 1. And this one over here can be pumpkin 2. Okay? Okay. So, pumpkin 1 and pumpkin 2. They each have their own circle. Here's pumpkin 1 and pumpkin 2. The things that we notice about pumpkin 1, we're going to write in this circle. The things that we notice about pumpkin 2, we're going to write in this circle. And I don't know if you noticed this, but there's a space in the middle here where both of the circles are. So that spot right there in the middle where the two circles are overlapping, that is going to be, we're going to write things in there that we notice about both pumpkins. Okay? All right, let's see. Well, let's look at this pumpkin. I say this pumpkin is small. Would you say that? This pumpkin is small. So pumpkin 1, I could write on the pumpkin 1 side, small. Now, is pumpkin 2, I forgot to ask that, is pumpkin 2 small or is that big? Yeah, it's big. So on the pumpkin 2 side, we're going to write big. Now, I don't know if you can tell this, but can you hear that? Pumpkin 1 is hard. So I'm going to write hard on pumpkin 1's circle. But pumpkin 2 is soft. It's kind of squishy. So I'm going to put soft on pumpkin 2's side. Now, you know what I notice? This pumpkin is round, isn't it? It's round. Is this pumpkin round? Yeah, both pumpkins are round. So I'm going to put round in the middle because both pumpkins, pumpkin 1 is round and pumpkin 2 is round. So I'm going to put round in the part of the Venn diagram that talks about both pumpkins. Let's see. Oh, look. Pumpkin 1 has a stem. Pumpkin 2 also has a stem. So I'm going to write stem in the part of the Venn diagram that covers pumpkin 1 and talks about pumpkin 2. Look, it also has leaves. See that? Pumpkin 2 has leaves. Does pumpkin 1 have any leaves? No, so I'm going to write leaves just in pumpkin 2 because pumpkin 1 does not have any leaves. So I'm going to write leaves. Okay. Let's see. What about, oh look, there's patterns. There's different patterns on this pumpkin 2, right? They're not really patterns on pumpkin 1, they're more like stripes, right? So we could write stripes on pumpkin 1. That wasn't a very pretty S, was it? Stripes on pumpkin 1, and then patterns on pumpkin 2. See that? See, something very quick like we just did, talking, looking, thinking about these pumpkins and talking about the similarities and the differences and organizing our thoughts in the Venn diagram. That was something simple, right? Something we could use to keep use our brains. Well, I will tell you, we're going to do this similar activity with 2 books, and then we'll decide how much those 2 books are similar and how much they are different. That'll be something to look forward to later in the week.